Are you looking for the laptop at Best Buy? In this video we will look at some of the 5 best laptop on the market. Before we get started with our video, we have included links in the description, so make sure you check those out to see which one is in your budget range. Starting at number 1. Apple MacBook Air 13. If you don't need all the processing power of the Apple MacBook Pro 14, 2024, and would rather get something more compact and affordable, get the Apple MacBook Air 13 M4, 2025. Though similar in design to its Pro big brother, this 13-inch model is thinner and lighter, making it even easier to carry. Its build quality is just as good, so you're still getting a premium, exceptionally well-built device. The changes in this 2025 model are relatively minor, including better performance, a 12MP webcam with center stage support, and Thunderbolt 4 video output. The latter lets you connect up to 2 external displays while still using the laptop's built-in Retina screen. Naturally, there are a few drawbacks compared to the MacBook Pro, like its significantly more limited port selection, which only comprises 2 USB-Cs. Another notable downgrade is the display. Its Retina screen is sharp and color accurate, but it has a low contrast ratio and a 60Hz refresh rate. This means blacks won't look as deep, and motion won't feel as smooth. It also doesn't get as bright, especially in HDR. One upside is that this is a fanless device, so you'll never have to deal with loud fan noise. Its battery life is excellent, lasting around 12 hours in light uses. At number 2. Lenovo Yoga 7 2-in-1 For those on a more limited budget but don't want to go too cheap, check out the Lenovo Yoga 7 2-in-1 2024. It's a very different device than the pics above, as not only is it a Windows laptop, but it's also a 2-in-1 convertible. Performance-wise, it's somewhat in the same camp as the MacBook Air, meaning it's mainly designed for general productivity but can handle some moderately demanding workloads. Its integrated GPU isn't that great, so anything requiring a lot of graphical processing power is out of the question. The keyboard feels very comfortable to type on. Most Lenovo laptops have a great keyboard with a lot of travel and tactility, and that's very much the case here. As for the touchpad, although it isn't haptic like the MacBook Air, it's reasonably large and highly responsive. You can get this laptop with an IPS or an OLED panel, both are FHD Plus panels. The latter is brighter and more colorful, however, remember that OLEDs are susceptible to permanent burn-in. The OLED panel also flickers, which might bother some people. Both displays support pen input. If you want to take handwritten notes or draw, you'll have to buy the stylus separately, as the Best Buy models don't include one in the box. At number 3. Asus ROG Strix G16. The Asus ROG Strix G16, 2024, is our top gaming pick. Sporting a high-performance Intel 14th Gen CPU and configurable with up to an NVIDIA GeForce RTX 4080 laptop GPU, this 16-inch model delivers an amazingly smooth gaming experience in the most demanding AAA titles. You can choose between a 165Hz FHD Plus and a 240Hz QHD Plus panel. Both are IPS panels with a fast response time and GSANC support, giving you a clear image in fast-moving scenes with minimal ghosting and tearing. Its wide port selection includes an Ethernet port, giving you a reliable internet connection when gaming online. The main downside is that this laptop is bulky and heavy, making it better suited as a desktop replacement than for on-the-go use. If you want a more compact, portable model, check out the Asus ROG Zephyrus G14, 2024. At 14 inches, this premium model is much more compact and lightweight, making it easier to carry around. Plus, it has a more understated design, so you can bring it to work without sticking out like a sore thumb. Performance is where you'll have to compromise a bit, as this laptop uses slower AMD Ryzen CPUs and is only available with up to a 90W RTX 4070 GPU. The computer also gets warmer under load, which isn't all that surprising given its smaller chassis. Its OLED display is arguably nicer, as it can produce deeper blacks. However, it has a lower refresh rate of 120Hz, so motion won't look as smooth as on the Strix's 240Hz display, and inputs will feel less responsive. At number 4. MSI Katana A15AI. Consider the MSI Katana A15AI, 2024, if you want a more affordable gaming laptop. This simple 15-inch model is available with up to an AMD Ryzen 9 8945HS CPU and an NVIDIA GeForce RTX 4070 laptop GPU, providing more than enough processing power to deliver smooth gameplay in highly demanding AAA titles. There are two display options, a 144Hz FHD or 165Hz QHD display. The latter will provide a better gaming experience, producing a cleaner image with less ghosting in fast-moving scenes. It also has better color reproduction, displaying more vibrant colors than the FHD panel, which looks washed out. The build quality, as well as the overall user experience, is where you'll have to compromise. Its plastic chassis flexes in some areas, especially the display, which isn't a deal-breaker but doesn't give much confidence in the general sturdiness of the device. The display's hinges are also loose. This is a bit more concerning, as it's a moving part, and most people will open and close the laptop regularly. Finally, the laptop gets quite warm under load and can cause some discomfort, as the hotspot is right in the middle of the keyboard. At number 5. Asus VivoBook 16M1605. The best budget laptop at Best Buy we've tested is the Asus VivoBook 16M1605, 2023. Since this is an older model from 2023, the price has decreased considerably, making it a great value. It feels well built even though it's entirely plastic, and it's relatively portable for a 16-inch device. You get plenty of screen space for split-screen multitasking and a spacious keyboard and touchpad. Performance is fine for a general productivity ultra-portable. It likely won't wow the enthusiasts, but it gets the job done. Like the Lenovo above, you can get up to 16 GB of RAM. However, this laptop has a standard SODIMM slot, so you can upgrade the memory if you have trouble finding a 16 GB model. The SSD is user upgradable, too. Of course, as this is a budget model, there are a few drawbacks to know about. First, the display is on the dim side, meaning visibility might be an issue in well-lit settings. It also produces slightly washed-out colors due to its narrow color gamut, a common drawback of cheaper, low-end panels. Next, the 720p webcam above the display is okay at best. The image looks soft, noisy, and overexposed. Finally, although it has a fairly varied port selection, the USB-C port doesn't support video output, so you'll have to use the HDMI port to connect an external display. You can get around 8 hours of battery life in light uses, so depending on your use, you might need to plug it in for a short time to get through a typical school or workday.